tonight's live session. It is Friday night, and we are almost in 2024, guys. We are almost in. We are almost there. And so I hope you guys had a terrific day, a terrific week, a terrific year. If it was not so amazing for you, well, blessings on you for 2024. I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, an immigration lawyer in New York, working with clients nationwide and everywhere at McBean Law. You may reach out to us at McBeanLaw.com and request to book an appointment with one of our attorneys or with me. And guys, our office will be closed on Monday for New Year's Day, of course. However, you could go on our website and fill out our form and put in your request to meet with us. Also, we'll be back in office. We'll be back to work on Tuesday morning. So our business hours are normally 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So reach out to us and to see how we might be able to assist you. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to our newsletter, subscribe now. Well, not now. Don't just click, right? Okay, I'm done with this live session. Let me just jump over and subscribe to your newsletter. No, do that after this, okay? So subscribe at McBeanLaw.com/subscribe. And we'll send you terrific newsletters each week, inspiring immigration stories like the ones I've been sharing, Q&As, and immigration news. And our Friday immigration news summary has gone out, so check your inbox, our subscribers. Now let's talk about, and happy holidays to you. I see the happy holidays are coming in. Happy holidays to everyone on YouTube who is joining me. If you're watching on Facebook, share this with your feed, and certainly share the short reels and such that we share each day. Now let's talk about some really, really, really good stories that came out of the month of October. We had a few in October and that we highlighted for you guys. And in this one, I'm going to share with you two of those stories. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me just get this one off the screen. So the first story is about a woman from Haiti. And she had a removal order for 23 years. If you're from Haiti, give me some hearts, give me some likes, and also just, of course, chime in with your hearts and likes and where you're watching from. Give me a lot of engagement in this one. But our client, she's from Haiti, and she had an old removal order, and she's a mom of four, and she was stuck, okay, with immigration for many, many years. And so we say in our story that this is an incredible victory. It means everything to this family of six. It means everything. So the client came in from Haiti, and she has a U.S. citizen husband and 4 U.S. citizen children. And she was the only person in her family without a green card. She entered the U.S. by boat in 1999, and she was issued a notice to appear in immigration court after she was detained. She applied for asylum, but the immigration judge denied her case and ordered her removed in April 2000. She appealed the decision to the Board of Immigration Appeals, and her appeal was denied in 2002. She was later granted TPS, temporary protected status, and her husband had also filed for her years later. He filed an I-130 petition, and it was approved in 2014. She then applied for adjustment of status, and it was denied. She traveled outside of the United States on her advanced parole in 2016, and then she reapplied for adjustment of status, and she was denied a second time. Now, after being stuck for many years, her husband booked a consultation with us in May of 2022. I believe he was the one following the work that we've been sharing with everyone who watches. So we took the case and we studied her background as usual, and we determined that the case was a good fit for prosecutorial discretion to go to the government and ask them to help us, right? Help this client, because with your help, it will work. Okay, so we prepared a request to ICE to reopen her old removal case, and you've heard me talk about this many times. In 2023, it was a great year for that, and we're anticipating 2024 will be a great year also for our to tackle these old removal order cases like this one. And so we submitted our request to reopen her old removal case and terminate it. We submitted it in June, and in September it was approved. And we commend our client for never giving up despite her past denials. And this immigration fix is a crucial step in her ability to adjust her status, because now there's been a fix. Her status has been fixed so that she can now adjust her status. So this was huge for her and her children, her 4 children, and her U.S. citizen husband. So after 23 years with an old removal order, she got the approval that she needed. Now, if you might be in a situation like this one, and maybe you have a motion to reopen pending with ICE, and it's been a long time, and we have some cases like that too, and it's very frustrating to wait for a decision. Some field offices work faster than others, and so for some people, you just need to know what the timeline is typically for the joint motion to reopen to be reviewed and approved. Know what field office you're in and know what type of practice and timeline they have. If you already have an attorney on your case, that attorney can get that information to you. If you do not have an attorney on the case, we'd be happy to speak with you about that issue, in addition to working on a case to present to the government. Not every case is a great fit for this type of process. Now, the next case and we do this service nationwide. If you have an old removal order and you need to get it reopened, we do the service nationwide. Now, the second case is about a woman who, for 19 years, guys, 19 years, she had immigration problems. After 19 years of immigration problems, client with marriage fraud allegations get green card in 4 months. 4 months. It happened for her. We're so thrilled. But and we started off this story by saying this story brought tears to our eyes, and it stunned us at the same time. She faced a lot of challenges and a very long immigration history of denials. Her story is one of the most remarkable ones we saw this year, and that is the truth, okay? Her journey started in 2004 when she came to the U.S. from Jamaica. She married her U.S. citizen husband, and in 2006, he filed an I-130 petition for her to get this process started so that she could get a green card. Unfortunately, he withdrew his petition at the green card interview, okay? And that same year, he filed a second I-130 petition here in the United States. So he filed a second I-130 petition, and they were interviewed. And she got a notice of intent to deny, annoyed. They were accused of not having a genuine marriage, and the case was denied in 2010. However, they appealed the decision to the Board of Immigration Appeals, and it was denied as well. It was denied in 2012. And in 2013, her husband filed a third I-130 petition on her behalf, a third one. They were still together, guys, still together. And he filed a third one, and they were interviewed, and years passed after the interview, and they didn't hear anything from the USCIS. And in 2016, the fraud unit conducted an investigation and visited their home. And the case was denied again in 2016. Then in March 2022, she had a consultation with us, and we advised her that her case is very difficult. As you can see, right? Very difficult. And we did our case assessment, and we advised her that let's try this again with your son, all right? With your adult U.S. citizen son. But we did warn her about the possibility that the government, due to her background, the government will most likely issue her another notice of intent to deny her case. And we prepared her son's case. And I'm going to say something about this issue, about the son shortly. So stay tuned for what I'm going to say about why I think she really got through. But we prepared her son's case and filed it in May of 2023 and this year. And then in 4 short months, her case was approved. And here's why I think this worked out so nicely for her. We saw this year, 2023, we saw an interesting trend at USCIS involving cases like this one, where the background has a lengthy history of fraud allegations, marriage fraud allegations. And then when there is a filing through an adult adult son or daughter, it appears that some officers at USCIS, okay, this is not the gospel that I'm sharing with you. This is just a trend that we, the attorneys at our firm, noticed this year. The officer has like a tunnel vision and just focus in on the parent-child relationship, and that's it, and approve the case, and that's it, fast. And so this is one of those cases where that did in fact happen, and it happened in a number of other cases that we have. So we thought, wow, this was a great time for her to try again and not give up. The reason why it's so important, guys, to work with an attorney or work with us, we want you to work with us, of course, if you have a case that we could assist you with, is because you really never know sometimes with immigration. With immigration, sometimes you have to be persistent in some cases, not all cases. Sometimes you have to take a step back and not do anything because of how risky it is if you were to pull the trigger and do something with immigration. But other times, it's really important to be persistent, work with the right people or right team who really wrap their heads around your problem and go deep into your record to really understand and weigh the risk and all of that for you so that you can make a real good informed decision whether to try again. And we had to do that a lot this year with the complex cases that we worked on. We weighed things for them, balanced things out for them to help them to understand the risk involved. And we're so happy that for very many of them, guys, a success rate was very high in 2023. We'll share it on our website in January. But we took the risk for some of these cases, and it really worked out. And it worked out nicely for her because, again, the officer who reviewed her case had that vision, tunnel vision, so to speak, and approved this case with a very difficult and challenging background. So if you have a case similar to the ones that we've discussed that I've discussed in this live session, what you should understand is this: every case is different. Past successes do not guarantee a similar future outcome. All right. Every case is different, but at least take a step and meet with us, and we will tell you our honest opinion about how we see your cases. There are times when I'm in consultations with clients, and you guys are watching, clients are watching, and they know this to be true. I do not overpromise at all. And in fact, my disposition in consultations it's different from this, right? I'm very serious, and I will give you my honest opinion. And if you have a complex case, I will say this is complex and difficult, and but you may have a chance. Let's look at it and let's try. So that's how I do it, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I'll be back before you tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow, we're going to cover November highlights. And then Sunday on New Year's Eve, we'll cover December. And then next week, I will resume Q&A live sessions. So hold on to your questions until then. It was so nice being with you in this one. Again, comment below, share this with other people. And guys, have a safe weekend. And I will see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye.